Happy Thanksgiving. It's 7 in the morning. I realize most normal people are asleep, but I woke up and was like, if I go back to sleep, then I'm just going to be annoyed that I didn't get up. So I'm up. We have to leave this house in 2.5 hours. 6 people need to have showers and be forced into nice clothes. And don't forget, I haven't smoked in a week and 2 days. These are real problems for me. So instead, hi Dinah, I'm watching the news, and I'm just going to give you a little news update for Thanksgiving. This is the coldest Thanksgiving in 100 years. And what's very exciting, hi Joy, in 1 hour they're going to decide if they can have those big floats in the Thanksgiving parade. What if they can't? How boring would the parade be? I hope they do. Hi June, just because it'd be so fun to try to watch one of those things flying. And today, I'm taking Amos on a train. That really sounds like a good idea. And what else? So anyway, I go to Walgreens. Crap, I'm so undone with all these people flying in airports. Oh. And I was like, I can't believe they're open on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Beverly. I'm just old enough to be like, I think that's terrible. Well, then, of course, this morning I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go to Walgreens and get cat food. Right? Hi, Emily. This is my coffee mug from Victoria Hudgens, who was Miss North Carolina, and also a friend. Now, let's see what else. Okay, this is a big piece of news. We're going out to lunch with Amos. Well, not this, but we'll just talk about this for a minute. And I'm already worrying about sweating, trying to get his shoes on. These are real special need mother problems. And we're going to Bienvenue in Rocky Mount for lunch. We're going to be there early, and they do have Bloody Marys. But Amos going out to lunch is interesting. So he's got to have the phone the whole time. Ain't nobody better be judging me about that phone. I wish he didn't. I mean, sometimes he doesn't. But I know the whole rest of my family will be like, oh, God, what's he about to do? It's bad. So anyway, we're doing that. And then we're going to the train station. And Blair is wearing a skirt today and knee socks. And I would just like to say that getting her in a skirt and knee socks is going to be, I'm like trying to build up my prowess. Oh, now this is the other big news. Crap. Just spilled hot coffee on myself. Ain't nobody needs to be at J.C. Penney's sitting on a sidewalk right now. I mean, hey, happy Turkey Day, Laura. Hi, Mindy. There are people camped out at J.C. Penney's, and they're given this great doorbuster. The word doorbuster is annoying. So the doorbuster is, you get a $10, the first 100 people get $10 off. Is that really worth being at JCPenney's right now? All day till it opens? I don't think so. I mean, granted, and I know some people don't have $10, but you don't need nothing that bad that you need to sit there all day for $10. If you can make $10 from 7 a.m. to 4, I will pay you $2 an hour. You can come over here and clean out the fireplaces. It's just my opinion. I'm sure it's not popular. And then Walmart opens at 4, and they have free coffee, and you get a crappy cookie for the first whatever people. And Wendy's is open. Now, this is not a bad idea for dinner, people that want to go to dinner. Wendy's gives a free bacon cheeseburger with any purchase. So I wonder if you purchase like a piece of cheese, which is $0.25, do you get a cheeseburger? Maybe. I bet nobody asked but me. I'm not going to Wendy's. I'm going to be eating on a very crowded train, evidently. And we hope Amos liked the train. Let's see what else. Not much. Oh, Hania Aguilar is still missing from Lumberton. Still missing. Anybody in that area, if you have noticed anyone else acting suspicious, please send a tip line. If you have any surveillance video anywhere near where she lived or was found, please call the FBI tip line. Lots of people were left cards to talk to the FBI, and they didn't talk. And I think some worry is that people aren't here legally. They're sort of afraid to talk. It doesn't matter. Train. Thought you were going to the country club. Oh, we're going to the country club. Then we're going on the train. Happy Thanksgiving, Martha. You know, my family's very against live videos. Last night, they were all being mean to me because I was taking pictures and they thought I was doing a live video. We steamed oysters on our patio. And just sat right here, which was good. We had some friends that were doing a fun, like, pie dinner, but we couldn't go because Amos is just too many people in a small area, but it's so fun. Did you get the money for her family? Oh, well, now this is good. No, I didn't, but I'm getting closer, I think. I sent a text last night to her translator, and so I've been, like, writing my thing and then putting it in English to Spanish translation. I promise not to complain on Thanksgiving because I think it's important to be thankful. But tomorrow I might slaughter GoFundMe. I would just like to say that. So a few days ago, he said, if Hania doesn't have what you have to have a Social Security number to get money from GoFundMe. And an ID. Okay, why? Like, what does that have to do with anything? I mean, people in Canada get good. Anyway, that really annoys me. That's a kind of a broader problem. So he says, if she doesn't have everything she needs to withdraw the money, she can have a friend do it. The friend needs a Social Security number. They need to explain how they're going to give the money. And Hania needs to give the name. Right? Great. So Hania's translator said, why don't you do it, a couple weeks ago? And I was like, oh, no. Well, we figured out it's just the best way. So I said, I want to do it. Here's my Social Security number. Here's how I'm going to get the money. Here's my address. Here's a picture of my ID. Well, then, and y'all probably don't care about this, they come up with this new list of requirements. And I said, I'd like to see this list in writing. I mean, I have never in my life. The new list says all that stuff. Plus, Hania's mother needs to write a letter. Now, before, she just had to give the person's name. She has to write a letter. Now, remember, ain't nobody at GoFundMe knows a lick of Spanish. I mean, I might just start communicating only in Spanish. She needs to write a letter saying who is doing the money, her relationship to them, and their plan to get the money to her. Then she needs to take this is the clincher. Are you ready? She needs to take a photo of herself, close up like this, holding the letter and holding her ID, and email it to GoFundMe. Oh, hey, Audra. I'd like to see that in writing. And I mean, I blew those mofos out last night. I was like, he was like, we're not, I had already sent one mean email and was like, you're targeting people and this is wrong. He was like, no, we're not. This is a very normal process. I said, well, 2 days ago, these were the requirements. And now the requirements are this. Do you realize, this mother's child has been kidnapped? This is not somebody who wants, to get a prosthetic arm. Sorry for people that need a prosthetic arm. But, this is serious. I started, happy Thanksgiving, Audra. Love to see you. This is awful. Awful. But I'm not complaining today. So I'll wait till tomorrow or maybe Monday. But I tell you what, and they won't call you. We can't call, there's no way to call. It's again, this is not, Joey wants to go to Disney. This is a real situation. And if we could talk maybe for a minute, or if you could talk to Hania and her translator in 5 minutes, what's taken 10 days, we could have this totally done. Nope. They're mixed up in that lawsuit with the homeless man. But you know what, Claire? I don't know. I guess they're worried because now it's going to hurt GoFundMe. But this kind of behavior is going to hurt GoFundMe anymore. I set up a GoFundMe and my account's been flagged. Why does anybody want to set up a GoFundMe? And that homeless man, he would have taken a picture because he was in on it with them. I don't know how they're going to get away from that. What the hell? They're in trouble. People start doing that. But this is not the way to handle it. I think they could be like, oh, look, Hania Aguilar actually is on the top of the FBI's most important case this week. This is not a homeless person. And really, at this point, I've sent over 50 emails and spent a dozen hours, and then I'm going to steal the $4,000? When people thought I was going to steal it, and I was all over the news in 1 minute. Really, would I do that? Let me go to prison, ruin my livelihood, which is writing a blog about kindness, and all for $4,000. Sorry. Oh, God. There. No more fussing. Now, the other thing is, today at Thanksgiving, you're going to be with lots of family members, and you're going to practice not being annoyed. Now, in order to do that, you should, 1, have a drink. 2, you need to have very low expectations of anyone's behavior in your family. 3, have fun. Now, I wrote this yesterday, and I think it's really important. Ask people to, tell us off to run a 5K. Ugh. I'll drink coffee. We last year went to the turkey trot in Edenton. But we're not. You're making deviled eggs, Cheryl. Lower your expectations. Low. Down on the floor. And make sure you ask. Well, 1, we go around the table and tell what we're thankful for. And if you write it down, then you can read it next year. Now, I've never done this before, but this is my plan. And ask people to tell a story about somebody that's no longer on this earth. So I want to hear a story about my brother. Oh, my friend Allison's watching. Happy Thanksgiving, Allison. So I might have to ask my dad to tell a story. I mean, I think we're like, oh, we don't want people to be upset or sad. Listen, holidays are really, hi Ramona, happy Thanksgiving. Holidays are really hard when you've lost a person you adore. Because the elephant in the room is so big on days like this. My glasses. So you might as well just go ahead and acknowledge it. Because for a long time I didn't acknowledge it, and that didn't do much good. No shopping early. Close the stores. Well, Cheryl, I said the same thing, but now I don't have any cat food. So there goes my piousness about no shopping. What else about Thanksgiving? Take a shower. That's what we do. That's like our big thing. Have to make macaroni and cheese. Ooh, we never had macaroni and cheese on Thanksgiving. Okay. I'm going to get my shower so I can watch the beginning of the Macy's Day Parade and then start yelling at people to get clean. And we have cooked the cat some eggs. Do cats eat eggs? We have so much crap to take to Washington. I'm thankful you found me too, Ellen. We have so much crap to take to Washington. It looks like we're like fleeing the country. We have a very large bag of coats. I don't know why. I have a coat problem. And we have no board games, evidently, with all the pieces, except Monopoly. And I ain't taking any Monopoly on that train. I'd rather, like, take a bullet. I have one cat that will eat anything. My cat will not. It likes wet food. She likes wet food. What else? Oh, we got the best present yesterday. You want to see it? And then I'll go. This is why no one shares my videos, because they're just a lot of rambling. I mean, look, this is all the scrap, see? Do you realize it took me all day to do that yesterday? All day. Look. The Woods, Thanksgiving football. Oh, shit. Shoot. Do you have a can of tuna? No, we already used that up. And now I can't even tell you who made the darn football. She's going to be so mad at me. But isn't it neat? I think we're going to have to take it to Washington. Yep. We are. More later on where it came from. Oh, and I have new jewelry for my friend Ken Atkinson. He makes Ken's handmade jewelry. A gold necklace and a bracelet and earrings. I'm wearing that today too. Yep. I missed, oh God, anyway. Have a great day. We decorate the tree. Oh, I forgot to get the darn tree. I was going to go pick one out because you know they're all just getting dehydrated as we speak in the tree lot where we live. But I didn't go. And if you didn't go now, you're out of luck because, you know, all the other people go and get the best tree. This is going to be my year to be on top of things. But I'm not. I know, when are we going to get the tree? When are we going to get the Christmas tree? They're not listening to me. They're all just sucked into electronics because I told them they're not going to do it on the tree. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. And if you become a supporter, you might get to see some good supporter videos, even from lunch today. Or some behind the scenes Wood family in DC trip video, which would prove to be amusing, considering my people probably want to spend their whole time in a swimming pool. I have never had a real tree. Well, Sarah, get on outside and cut yourself one from somebody's yard. We did that one year. Russell, are you ready to get your shower?
No, I'm going number 2 and there's toilet paper.
There's no toilet paper because you would have to look under the kitchen, the sink, and put it in there. Okay. Become a supporter. I'll put the link in the video. Yes, do a short video from the train. Oh, I'm doing a support video from the train. Amos on the train. That's definitely worth you paying $5 a month. I mean, scary, but worth it. Love y'all. Goodbye.